HMO heaven again. Today, it's quite a little gem that I'm talking to you about. And if you have quite a few tenant disputes going on, you think too many, just that back and forth about things that have already been information that's already been presented to tenants, and you just wish there was less repetition of things that have already been said, or disputes about things that shouldn't really be being disputed, then you are going to love tonight's show. It is all about the one thing that you might not be doing, and it's the one thing that, if you implement it, is going to take away 99.9% of all that back and forth and wrangling and unnecessary carrying on. So, let's dive into it. And the reason why that's the case is because most of the disputes are actually down to a lack of communication. And if you trace that back, that all comes down to you as the landlord. It's not in that. What we found is we were having disputes, sometimes not disputes, but just protracted email or telephone conversations about things which had already been explained, but in writing. The guide that we provided to each house, all the information was in there, but of course, many tenants don't read that. So we had to come up with a new system which enabled us to inform our tenants and make sure that they understand all the things that they can do to make sure that they get their deposits back in full, that they enjoy their house, their homes during their tenancies, and know how to tackle things if any problems come up. So we seriously improved our communication with our tenants when they move in. We realised that what we were previously doing, providing a written guide for them to go through in their own time, wasn't enough. We produced an online check-in checklist. And we've made it mandatory that we go and have an in-person check-in for every single person who moves in. How did we work out what to put on the check-in checklist? We went back through our property management system and looked at all the questions we'd had from tenants and queries and issues and sometimes disagreements, and looked at all those and looked at those are the things that are coming up for tenants. These are the things that they don't know, even though they have been given the written information, but that they hadn't read, they hadn't taken on board and had caused problems. So we looked at what all those things were. Then we went over the onboarding process and looked at what the things that we wanted to clarify from that and make sure that they were taking forward. And we made up our new onboarding checklist. It's a really simple online system that we can all access from our works iPhones. I just want to talk to you quickly about the benefits of this new system. That our tenants feel important and valuable to us. We spend between 30 and 45 minutes welcoming to the house and explaining everything that's going to make their life easier throughout their tenancy. They can see that keeping their home lovely is important to us and that we've put time and energy into it. It doesn't rely on our tenants reading the house guides, because we found that just simply wasn't happening enough. And this small time investment up front saves hours and hours later down the road. So it's working out really well. So what's in the checklist? This is the important bit. We've got 5 sections on the checklist. We've got the first introductory section, which is about the name of the tenant and the room and so on. The second bit is the online management system and important tenancy documentation. The second part is about their new home. The third part about their new room and tenancy. The fourth part about the kitchen. Or the fifth part about the communal areas, rubbish and recycling. I said at the beginning that I would show you how to create your own. We've put together a special series of videos showing you how to set up your own online so that you can be anywhere on your smartphone, checking anyone in or out, or anybody within your business can do this on your behalf. You both can then sign at the bottom, and this whole document then is emailed to your email, so it's all online and it's evidence of everything. Okay, We'll include in the videos what software we use, exactly how to use the software, how to put the questions in, some of them require that the photos are put in, like the ones for the mattress require photos, and we'll show you how to do that. Everything to do it, and also all the questions, everything that we look at and why we look at it. That's all included. It's a fantastic deal. I wish we'd had it in our business. We've had to create it through months and months of years of experience, but we've got this for you. You'll be able to do it in an afternoon. So I really encourage you. There's a link below where you can buy. It's exceptionally good value, so have a look at that if you'd like to create your own check-in checklist and eliminate 99.9% of tenant issues. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in HMO investment, whether you're an experienced investor or somebody who's just beginning to get started. Whichever it is, we'd love to see you at our HMO Heroes Facebook group. So come over to HMO Heroes and join us for inspiration, motivation and information, and to continue the conversation. We'd love to see you over there. But for now, comment below and please let me know, what do you think about this tenant check-in checklist? Do you agree, disagree, already use one? Will you be using ours? Let me know in the comments. Love to hear from you. And of course, if you want to create your very own tenants check-in checklist and create HMO Harmony, then click the link below and so you can see the videos that we've created for you. If you think this would be useful to anyone you know, please share it with them. And of course, give me a like if you like it. I will see you next week, guys. And next week, we'll be talking about something equally as important. And it's how to stop deposit disputes. It's our tenant checkout checklist. Okay, see you next week, guys. Bye for now.